taxi. So after this class, you'll be able to go out and catch a cab and, oh, let's go here and pay the money, everything in Korean by the time you go out. And since I'm a very lazy teacher, I go through very fast and I don't explain again. So you might be thinking like, what the hell did he say? So for that, look at your left and right. They are your Korean partners. Now, when you don't understand something, I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes in between, and they're going to explain to you in English about what I just said to review or role play and others. And for Korean members, you guys probably want to improve your English, practice English, right? No?
Yeah, right.
영어 연습하러 오신 거 맞으시죠?
맞죠?
네, 외국인 친구들 만들고. Now, I don't know if you guys have been to other communities that speak English. It's just mostly about, oh, how are you? How was your weekend and all that. But today is going to be a lot more challenging because you have to explain to foreigners that don't understand Korean. You'll have to explain to them in English. So it will be challenging, but your English ability will become so much better. So that's the basic concept, but that is not all we do. For example, we have a chef in our class. Shout out to Sonok right there. So every now and then, students bring their own country's food to class and we share. And Sonok, who is Australian, brought a Vegemite toast. Wonder if you guys have heard about that sauce, Vegemite. So she tried to kill us all, but thankfully I'm still alive. And last week, we were learning about clubs in Korea. How Korean guys will approach to you when you go to club. Probably you have heard it before when you went to bar. Like, oh, where are you from? Oh, you look so pretty. Oh, like, can I buy you a drink? We learned all that, and after class, to review, we actually went to club. Oh my God, never again.
You have to tell me about that later.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
After like separating, I ran into someone at La Bamba, which was like right next door, and I hung out there for a bit.
You went to La Bamba?
Yes.
Long story short, I lost my earbud, someone lost her wallet, someone got super wasted. So from now on, there's gonna be like, either we stay up all night, or we go home before the subway ends. Anyway, it was fun, it was super fun though. So we do all kinds of that, and since the weather is becoming super awesome, I'm planning to go make a picnic real soon after class into like River Park around there. So that is basic of what we do. Now, since most of you guys don't know each other very well, I think it will be a good time to introduce yourself. So with your partner, I will give you guys about 4 to 5 minutes. Tell your name, your nationality, what do you do here, and like how was your week in general, and stuff about that. Okay, so ice break with your partners, here we go. I guess so, yeah. No, in English.
I'm a dancer.
You're a dancer? Where do you dance?
I dance in home there. Junior does flag dance. He's better than I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm funnier, so it's okay.
Like, is it 12?
Yeah, Latin cards, yeah. Go there, dance with anyone, have to ask, and if they say no to that class, you get a If they say no a third time, then they're not going to dance with the rest. It's okay, no one has to interview.
Were you a dancer back in the US?
No, I learned to dance here. I first started learning in 2019 when I was in Korea. bus. Then I met my parents' teacher, a guy named Jonathan, same name. He's from Colombia. He's fantastic. I've been with him since 2015.
How long have you been? Wow.
Everything's alright. How old are you? Oh wow. You're in university?
Yeah, I'm actually
Oh, we're in Canada. A friend of mine is from, a friend of mine lives in Calgary. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit far away from where I live. Like Calgary might be like 8 hours drive.
Yeah, my friend's in Calgary right now. He was here, like, as long as I was. He took his girlfriend and bring her back to the country. You gotta take your girl home as a soon.
You met him in
Yeah, he's Taiwanese Canadian. He's okay, except for when he drinks.
So his girlfriend was Korean.
He's Korean, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's nice. So you're going back to Canada? Are you planning on finishing the
Yeah. Actually, I came back to Korea. Yeah, it should be fun. I gotta stay here in like a couple of months. And
When I think we go back.
Like 2 or 3 months. I gotta no. Then I just back this is right there. And I'm planning to
No, you can't buy a gun there.
How about your leg?
No, I'm going back to the US next year.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna drop bills, I may go back to school or join the military or like a friend of mine. He wants to work at an international school, but he's experienced. So my friend Jason is in Colombia. He's gonna be there for 2 years. So like and he'll be coming back to Korea maybe in a few years.
Very good. Which word? Just too fun. There was food I guess like what made you like sorry
Hot, cold, dry, it's whatever. Very random. Very embarrassing. It was like from like the suburbs. Alabama is like the same size as South Korea. Alabama's population is only like 5 or 6 million. Korea's like 50 million.
yeah.
Of course, you know, that's like well, Korea's half the population is young, so
Yeah,
I would say parts of Korea are overpopulated.
there are like 10 million people.
Okay, everyone. I stopped you guys before you guys get sick of each other. So, since most of us are strangers today, let's introduce. Oh, hello. 어떻게 하는 거야? 캘럽도 오지 않나 근데?
캘럽 여기 왔어.
Yeah, don't feel bad that you're late. Like I don't even know this guy's name yet. Okay, so you're in just in time, Brian. Let's introduce ourselves by saying our name, nationality, and like what do we do? Okay, starting from you. Your name?
My name is Kyungjin, and I live in Gyeongbu, and my job is nurse.
Nurse. Oh, nice to meet you. I don't need to clap. It's gonna take way too long. This is not a therapy session.
It could be. You could charge more.
You could be like, hi, Kyungjin. No.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from New York, and I'm a court reporter.
Oh, reporter?
Court reporter. It's like a stenographer. I take the records. Lady in the courtroom.
Court recorder.
Yeah, court.
So your typing would be super fast, right?
Oh,
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jason. I'm currently studying in Canada. Now it's vacation. And, yeah, I live in like Yeonidong now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm a software engineer.
Software engineers. Oh, nice. And you, my man?
Hello, I'm Jonathan. I'm from Alabama. I'm a teacher here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm a marketer.
Marketer.
And I live in Seoul.
Live in Seoul.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tina?
Yeah, I'm Tina. I'm from Denmark. I just moved here for an exchange, so I'm a student.
Oh, welcome.
I'm Brian. I'm from California.
California.
And I live in Bucheon,
Mm-hmm.
and I teach here.
You're a teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm John. I teach English here in Korea, and nice to see you all.
Mm.
Hi, I'm Summer. I'm from Australia and I'm a freelancer.
그래, mate.
Good, mate.
Crikey.
And?
I'm Ariola. I am from New York as well, and I work as a user experience designer.
User experience.
Yeah, it's kind of newer, I guess, but I tend to work in it's a combination of like business strategy, visual design, user research, just to build a better digital product.
I kind of overheard that you mentioned something about salsa and bachata, no?
Yes, I'm a dancer.
You dancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a
Dance
dancer.
too.
Jonathan's a dancer also.
Cool.
Yeah, like Junior and I. I'm going to a party in Gangneung after class.
Oh my god.
Is
You
it-
choose.
I don't know, like, yeah. Which party is it?
It's one of it's a JVC party.
It's a salsa bachata party.
Cool, yeah.
Did I meet you a few weeks ago over there?
No, I haven't been out social dancing yet here.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, sorry.
두 분이랑 같이 하실 수 있어요?
No, it was another girl named Ariel, not Ariel.
Oh, we have similar names.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Jonathan danced for years, like 4 years.
Yeah,
I danced about 8 years.
yeah. He's better. I'm gonna ask him later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should come.
Yeah, I love
Oh, anyway, good to hear.
it. Yeah, I'm excited.
네, 그리고 introduce yourself.
Oh.
I'm Jiho, and I work for a manufacturing company. And
Mhm.
my job is human resource development and management,
Mm.
and I am an avid cyclist and youth performer. That's it. Go ahead.
Oh, hi. I'm Colin. I'm a global MBA student at Mensa. In my free time, I write comics and dance to music on TikTok.
Ain't that the best? So, you guys talked about how was your week?
Yeah.
Like for us, like I mentioned, like we went to eat dinner, we went to club, we learned how to dance, like how most international students dance in their own country. So cross-checking, Tina, Danish girl that came last week, they say in Danish club, you remember, right? They dance like swimming. Is that true? Or they like, or they did like this? Yeah, you don't do that?
No.
It's just them?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we need more samples then.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, like I've said, we went to club. Now, the party itself ended pretty quickly. It ended around 1 a.m. because someone passed out because like she was way too drunk. The problem was that Hongdae 1 a.m. it is impossible to get taxi.
Yeah.
So we were standing there for over an hour. And I walked home. And Sonok, how long did you wait to get taxi?
Not very long, but I had to walk back to like the main area.
Uh-huh. Like, how did you beat all those competitions? Or you're like, no? Help me? So getting taxi could be a sucky part in Korea, especially at nighttime. So now taxi is probably when you arrive to Korea, it could be the first thing that you experience since like you'll be at airport and when you're going somewhere. So probably I'm guessing that most of your first experience with taxi was not that pleasant in Korea. So I'll give you guys 3 to 4 minutes. Talk about how was your impression of Korean taxi and how taxis work in your country? Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Is driver nice? Or is he mean? Or since we don't have Uber in Korea, you can share like how Uber works in your country also. So I'll give you guys about 3 to 4 minutes. Here we go. Talk with your partner. You're gonna share the partner.
When I was
Taxis in Korea are as far as I don't like
most of my experience with taxis has been
sometimes. Yeah.
I ride a soul bike.
That's that's a military basis because I need like normally like when you get attached that way you go and it's on this place then they punch it off. Now as soon as you step in at some time it's partially the frame and say and you notice sometimes some taxi drivers take a long time.
and they'll just give you a price for it. But Uber did come into the game and change taxi drivers tried that protest, but like that's the market. So eventually they had to teach us.
However, I did take an Uber in Atlanta.
Hard to understand which taxis are in the city and which ones don't.
We talked about stuff that we had
so if I get like a taxi in Portugal, she'll tell me, oh, I can't go to the city. Or vice versa, I get one here and then
I guess Uber and taxis are what your experience?
yeah, of course. The thing is that you can use Uber as a source of income too.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be like an independent Uber driver.
Really? Yeah. I don't think it was Uber at it was really nice, I guess. You know about it.
Yeah, so you should buy like maybe you want to like get a was like Uber for part-time. I would charge extra for as a premium ride.
Is that right?
You need a car.
Like one time,
Real so everyone has that.
I kept talking to her so long that some days I thought I was trying to get tax-free construction.
In the daytime?
The point is, I kept calling taxis, but
I'm Korean, but I can't speak
I
Korean.
called a more expensive one, and that one was able to take care of it. Still, that's funny.
Oh. I'm trying to choose long
Already.
So I've heard people say that
It
they're
wasn't going anywhere anyways.
denied
It
because
was,
high
you know, the foreign song, Cold as Ice?
Korean related.
There's a song called Cold as Ice. Yeah, it was Cold as Ice.
So actually, about what you're saying, like,
You,
other city taxis and the ones that are kind of
provided. Actually, like, due to this coronavirus, I only good because
if I'm in Seoul.
before I yeah,
But if I want to go out, I should take
There's like several universities, I don't know everything. I know the big ones. Let me see, what did my ex go to? You can buy
Okay, everyone. Okay, so let's hear from you guys. Okay, is taxi fee in Korea cheap or expensive for you guys?
Cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Oh, really? For us, it's expensive already.
In New York, they charge like $20 to go
Even
5
minutes,
minutes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, taxis are expensive in Japan too, yo.
In Japan also?
Yeah, for $30 just for a ride to Bloody Shopping Mall from my hotel.
Yeah. Or one more question: are taxi drivers in your country also crazy like you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always had a car, so.
I think taxi drivers are crazy everywhere.
The nick.
I don't know. In New York, they just don't really talk to you. You just kind of get in.
The nickname for taxi drivers in Korea is bullet taxi because they drive super fast, like they're shooting Fast and Furious movie. I was praying once because it was so fast, like everything outside was like.
I don't know.
But they kind of drive like that because I also lived in Miami, and that's.
Oh, Miami traffic is
That's
next level.
That's the norm.
It is scary.
Oh, is it like?
I lived in the Virgin Islands before I moved here, so I would be in Miami all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Is it like-
And it was, I almost died on the expressway.
There's a lot of car accidents in Miami.
Yeah, the guy was gonna put it in reverse because he mixed the exits. It's like people are going like 80 miles an hour. Like, what are you doing?
I've gone in like 8 car accidents in Uber in Miami.
I bet.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
surprised.
Okay, so Miami is Busan of America.
It is. It is really.
You guys been to Busan and rode a
Yeah,
taxi there?
It
Those
is.
guys.
It's very much like the Miami. It's a little more chill than Miami. Though.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it reminds me of that.
Okay, taxi drivers in Busan are fucking crazy.
I like
I've
Busan.
I've had not terrible
It's
Busan
great.
experiences with the taxi there.
I've had all good experiences in Busan. I like it.
Okay. How about in Denmark? Is it like cheap also or expensive? I imagine it would be super expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive.
Super expensive.
Yeah, you rarely take a taxi anywhere. Also,
So
the metro goes at night, so.
okay. So like for us, like we're really looking forward to get Uber around here, but taxi union is protesting so hard that Uber got kicked out. We tried to get Uber in, but
I thought there was Uber, no?
That was like 5 or 6 years ago, right?
There was for temporarily, but taxi drivers were protesting, and election day was coming up. So, and since there were so many taxi drivers, the like politicians were like, oh, okay, like get out of here, Uber. So it ended up like that. So anyway, let's get down to real thing. Okay, so when we're trying to catch a cab and go to a certain location, what kind of phrases are we most likely to say in English, right?
Probably just the place where I'm going.
Uh-huh. Let's go here. Like
Not even, just like this place.
this place. You guys just show the address.
No. I mean, you just say name of the place or the address,
Mhm.
and then just thanks. That's
Mhm.
pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But
you don't
like-
even have to use phrases, I think, sometimes.
Oh, but also, then like you're making my all class materials irrelevant now. This is rhetorical, man. give me what I want.
Um, I don't know, it's different because I've lived in a lot of different countries for the last part of my life, so
Mhm.
it varies.
It varies.
Yeah, yeah.
And Caddy?
I use Kakao Taxi. So
You use
I don't-
Kakao
I
Taxi?
just say hello and thank you.
Ah, okay, good move. Okay, let's pretend that doesn't exist.
I know, right? Oh, you know what I always want to say? Because they always call me. Because I'm not where I'm supposed to be at the time. And I just want to be like, just 1 second, I'm on my way. Like when Kakao Taxi calls you. Because I'm always just, and they're talking to me, but I don't know what they're saying. And I know that they're waiting for me. And I'm like waiting for the elevator in my building.
Okay,
It's taking forever.
you just say 잠깐만요.
잠깐만요.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Right.
while we practice, Korean partner's gonna help you out.
Okay, you know, right.
Or
Thank you.
one more thing is, make sure, if it is not Kakao Taxi, make sure to ask for receipt.
Oh.
Because some drivers, when they take foreigner passengers, they take a detour on purpose. Or sometimes like they mess with the meter. So money, like it's going up more than it's supposed to. They do that sometimes. So, but if you ask for receipts, all that shows, everything shows, because distance shows and like the money, this is not how it's supposed to be. So always ask for receipt when you pay for money.
Drivers in contact do that.
Uh-huh.
Go to someone's hand, they will do that.
They will do that?
Yeah.
They will mess with the meter?
Yeah, as soon as, like, normally, like, you go in, then they'll ask you, where are you going? And then you tell them, then they go, okay, hit the clock. As soon as you step in,
Yeah. Like, I mean,
that's a bitch moves, man.
okay.
I think also getting a receipt is good practice in general because in case you forget something in the taxi, there's a way to get back to that specific taxi.
Also, that is true. So today, the first thing that we're gonna learn is give me this, give me this. So we're gonna learn how to conjugate that. Now, since there is, we're gonna learn about give me receipt also. So now you guys know what 주세요 is? Have you guys heard of it? Okay, so we're gonna go through this quickly. 주세요 can be varied in two versions. Now, noun plus 주세요 is give me this. So you say noun plus 주세요. So, but when you want to say numbers and units. So for example, like last week, Sonok, how would you say, give me 3 glasses of peach crush? Like last week. We practiced it, I remember. You remember.
Peach crush.
3 glasses.
주세요.
Nice, give her that. Or Jonathan, do you know how to say, give me 1 plate of pizza?
I don't know the word for plate.
판.
판.
Okay.
Pizza 한 판 주세요.
Exactly. And give me receipt is 영수증. Receipt is 영수증, by the way. So you repeat after me. 영수증 주세요. So make sure when you pay the money, you say 영수증 주세요. Now, one more version is when you add the verb and then say 주세요. It means do this action for me. Now, in this case, there are 2 versions. If the vowel stem ends with a, o, okay, this is not gonna make sense, but your Korean partner is gonna help you out. You say remove 다 from original verb and add 주세요. So, for example, 가다, you guys know what it means, right? 가다 means to go. So, 가다 becomes 가주세요. Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't end with if it doesn't end with 아오, you say 어주세요. Repeat after me. 어주세요. So, for example, 깎다. You know what it means? 깎다 means to give a discount. So when you're buying some stuff at the market, in street market, you can negotiate. So 깎다 ends with right? So Katie, how would you say, oh, please give me a discount?
깎아주세요.
주세요?
깎아주세요.
Exactly. So you guys know how it works now, right? So I will give you guys about 3 to 4 minutes. Practice these two versions of 주세요 with your partner. Now Korean, and if you have some verb that you don't know in Korean, ask to your partner and practice with them. 한국인 분들은 알려주시면 돼요. 같이 영어로. 네, okay, here we go.
This is funny because my ex was always like this. She wasn't cheap, but she loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He never tried to negotiate with this.
Don't they also say that too?
I would just think we say go
That's not Oh, this is like the explanation.
So Josie, you should have come glass.
Please come.
Right.
Ariel, it's like I'm going to a party. I told Ariel about it. Say,
Thank you. Or someone to come to the party.
They got drinks at the top, right?
I think so.
You know, I really hated it. Now, I'm the master.
The syllable, the sound supposed to be sound is loud. So you
What is 깎아주세요? Does not come on? Are these right?
Yeah, this means come on and yeah.
This is what I was asking for, wait a second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
And what is this?
It's 가주세요.
깎아주세요.
It means I want to go somewhere.
I want
Yeah, so you usually have some jacket before the verb. So if you want to go somewhere, you can say 어디 가주세요. So like if you want to go to like 부산 가주세요.
What is this one again?
To stand.
I said that one.
Please stand up. It's 깎아주세요. Yeah, just give me a discount.
Oh, yeah.
Verb plus.
Just like
Okay.
they're brilliant.
So, get a verb.
Or
To sit. So any other one, like and oh,
yeah, which is something I didn't notice.
Right. I feel like that's the part on
It's just like kind of intuitive.
Right. Yeah.
So, always remember to say to the top.
I had a friend who told me, like, this is the one I need a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah.
They may say 몇 명이다. Yeah. Or you can say like 잠깐만요. 잠깐만요. Like, yeah, it's the same.
Will you write it down? You can write it down.
But because
I think I heard that different word that they
아, 분. It's hard for me to not know. I've never wrote, I just practice myself there.
Let me write down and see what for you.
showing respect.
Maybe. Yeah.
오다 you get with
John.
once again
Yeah, like this.
normally I get it.
Yeah, like this.
But if you a person your mission is to serve people, then you may
Got it.
there's no so let's put that's good to say. Then you don't have to respect yourself. Yes.
Okay, everyone? Everyone, please focus. Okay, Brian?
Yes.
You know what to wait in Korean is?
Yes.
기다리다, right?
Yes.
How would you conjugate to please wait?
기다려주세요.
기다려주세요.
기다려?
기다려? That's an informal way to your friend.
Yeah, 기다려주세요.
Yeah, but I don't want you to say 기다려 to old person and get punched in the face. So you're playing a safe game here. And Ariella, how to say come here, please? Like come, please. 와주세요. So any questions about this part? No? No? Pretty easy? Oh, Korean partner must be doing good explaining it. 해보니 어렵죠? It's difficult, right? To explain our own language in English. It's gonna blow up your mind, which means that the more challenging it is, the more better you're gonna be at English. So, which leads to the most important part when we're riding taxi. Can you please go here? Which means that, oh, go to Gangnam Station, please. Go to Itaewon, please. Go to Market, please. Now, there are two versions to say it. So if the place name ends in 받침, you add 으로. And if it doesn't end in 받침, you say 로. So for example, 강남역, 역 is station by the way. So 역 ends with 받침, which means that you add 으로. 강남역으로. And 가다 is to go. So 가주세요 is please go. So 강남역으로 가주세요 is Caleb, how would you, what does it mean?
Say it again.
강남역으로 가주세요.
Gangnam Station, please.
Go to Gangnam Station, please. And okay, repeat after me. 이 주소로 가주세요. 주소 is address. So if you don't know how to say something, just show it and just say 이 주소로 가주세요. Now you can see that 주소 doesn't have 받침, so you only add 로. You guys get it, right? So I'll give you guys.
Quick question, what's 받침? Is that the
받침 is consonant.
okay.
If the bottom, the supporting
Oh,
consonant.
Bottom means consonant. I was like, that doesn't say bottom.
I wasn't saying like 받침. No. I wasn't trying to look cool and everything. It's a supporting consonant that goes under.
Okay.
So 이태원으로 가주세요. Since 이태원 ends in 받침, you say 으로. You guys get it, right? So, But there are all kinds of places like library, movie theater, cafe, everything. So I'll give you guys about 2 minutes. You ask your Korean partners some places in Korean that you don't know and you want to know, and you play a little like get on taxi, and once you learn it, like, oh, go to movie theater, please. Practice to say that to your partner also. Okay, 2 minutes. Here we go.
So, yeah, and the Gangnam Center has some rocket. So it becomes Euro.
Can you also do,
Whatever they have a partner.
Yeah, like the one canceled at the last minute. 같이
can
하셔야 돼요.
you do, well, you can. Actually, no, I have another question. Can you do, I just don't think. Can you ask, like, can you meet at this place? So let's say, if I want to like meet friends for dinner, say like, guys, we can go like Gangnam에 만나주세요. Would that be okay? Yeah, like to meet there.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I like asking, can you do that?
Yeah, it's a little bit complicated. 강남에서 만나주세요. Instead of you can say 강남에서 만나요. So instead of using 주세요, you can just say you can drop it to.
Okay.
So it will be 강남에서 만나요.
So I was just wondering because like in keeping with this right here, I thought we could like ask someone like, hey, can you meet me there?
Yeah, it's not wrong. Yeah, you can also say
It's not wrong, but it's not wrong.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Okay, alright. Yes.
Yeah.
I got a question.
What up?
Like to this just came to me. Let's say if I wanted to meet some people, it's like, hey, can you meet me in Gangnam? Could I say like Gangnam으로 만나주세요?
No, 그냥 만나자.
만나자?
강남역에서 만나요.
Alrighty, yeah, that's what he said too. But I was just wondering about that too, just to keep in the theme of this.
만나주세요. Like, but meet me, please. Kind of sounds needy. You know what I mean? You're like, Tom, meet me, please. You look needy.
I don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to say that.
Okay, thanks. That's dangerous. We're talking that. Okay, I'm throwing that idea out the window.
Yeah, throw the shit out of the window.
Alright. Yeah, I never want to sound needy. Never. Not even in my dreams.
It sounds a little bit too formal or something. Yeah.
It sounds weak. Copy that. I don't deal with that weak sauce. Alright, so ganamgyokuro, I could say like, 망원gyokuro 가주세요. Or 멍원시장 가주세요. Or, I mean, it's like,
북쪽으로 가주세요. Yeah.
코엑스로 가주세요.
코엑스로 가주세요. Oh, yeah.
Like when you're looking at like an address or something, it always has the row.
Yeah, like it's close to.
This is like very.
No, don't come back.
Like when you're looking at an address, it'll say like hyphen row.
Alright, that's really
You
easy.
know, it's like
Yeah, I guess your Korean is quite
row
good.
or
Or, you know, so like 병원으로 가주세요. Health clinic.
Yeah.
Or like, well, like, not a hospital, but like a small clinic, you know, like they have like Canada.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like, would it still be 병원?
Yeah, it's the same Korean.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Hospital, clinic, they're the same word. Okay.
Yeah, the same word.
Okay.
Okay, guys, have you guys practiced like locations and go here, please? Okay, so who here do not have Kakao Taxi on their phone? Caleb? Everyone else got it? Okay, so Kakao Taxi is safer because it is registered. Sometimes, like rare cases, but some taxi drivers, like they have the registration picture, but it does not look like a driver. It happens sometimes. But in Kakao Taxi, they're all registered taxis, so it is safer. So, like I said, Sono, you should know, getting taxi at 1 a.m. is super difficult. And I'm wondering if Korean partners, like you all go out on the weekend, have fun, and you would all go catch a taxi also. So maybe you guys have some tip to share with your partners how to get taxis easily in Hongdae, Gangnam, or Itaewon. For example, you never show that you're drunk, because taxi drivers do not want their passengers to puke all over taxis. So even though you're about to try to look normal, this is kind of sad, but have your Korean friend get the taxi for you, because since taxi drivers, many of them don't really speak English, they're afraid to have foreigner passengers on the taxi. So it will be easier, to have your Korean friend. Also, this is kind of cheating, but on Kakao Taxi, type in address that goes far, and once you're on the taxi, you change. Oh, by the way, I just only gone like 10 minutes from here. It's cheating, and taxi drivers gonna get pissed off, but it is illegal to kick passenger out for no good reason. But I suggest this like a last resort sort. So I'll give you guys about 1 to 2 minutes. If you guys have some tips to give to your foreign partners about how to catch the taxi more easily, you guys share that. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, because was it easy for you guys to get taxi?
Yeah, the thing is like, if I want to like, let's pretend I want to go to, I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Since I'm out with it,
Normally it takes 20 minutes to actually get a taxi really. I gotta leave now. Very powerful, you know. 30 minutes, yeah. That's why I'm leaving
wow, yeah.
Oh, you have to choose.
I can choose, if you can't, people always choose the cheap taxis that are really desperate. I would choose like a more expensive one.
Or like
Yeah, it'll be like 20,000. 10 or 20,000. Hey, do you want to go home?
Of course.
Let's do it. Sometimes it's not true, and then you have like drunk people, you may just have to take the more expensive. I'm not saying it's the best tip, but that's what I do.
I remember had to like get a taxi.
Yeah, but I told you that's what I did.
Wow. I've never like tried to get a taxi in the middle of the
Yeah, I hope you never have to either. It sucks to act that it's cold at night. So yeah, I recommend you travel.
I don't know if that would work. But that's kind of
Actually, no, the driver stops and goes like, oh, no, not for me, my friend. I was like, go.
That never ever happened to me.
Do they know? Do they see your game when you're like acting from yeah?
Oh, that's chicken.
I don't,
That's it.
because I don't have my name registered on here, I don't believe.
That is.
Let's see.
Yeah. They use.
Oh, they do have it.
Oh yeah. think you're like Korean.
What's my like?
But yeah, I mean, it was,
When I'll get back to her apartment, she had to like leave. We were hanging out. She had to leave with an emergency. She couldn't get one at like on a job, so we used the Kakao taxi on my account, and she just left.
With the taxi and
Yeah. I was fine.
oh, you're fine.
Yeah, well, she had to go far away. But yeah, so that's like the thing. Like sometimes you can use your app, a different app or service than something else.
Yeah. They changed it. Yeah.
Swag.
There's like a
Yeah, sure. Let me see here.
You're downloading Kakao Taxi now? It's about time.
You can do
Okay, guys. I hope that you guys learned some good tips to catch a taxi. Brian, have you have some like new ways to get the cab easier from your partner?
Yeah, she explained to me that when using the Kakao app, if you use the one that has the blue option,
Yes.
you can get it faster and like kind of assured that you'll get it. It'll cost you a little bit more, but it's a better option.
Kakao Taxi, you guys know Blue?
Yeah.
It's about 2,001 more expensive, but like it could save in Hongdae. It can save you about an hour. Like taxi comes in like 10 minutes.
So we need like the Korean card.
Yes. So unless you.
You can have, because I had it before I had my bank account.
Oh yeah.
If you have a Korean phone number, you can set it up, but you have to pay cash.
I don't have a Korean phone number. I tried to use Blue, but it just wasn't.
You just got here, Ariella, or?
Yeah, I got here, well,
You're-
2 or 3 weeks ago.
So you're still waiting for the.
fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're waiting for everything. Okay, so the one thing that is super challenging when you're on Korean taxi is that when you're splitting a cab with your friend and the direction is different. Now this happens in real life, like, because it's so hard to catch a cab, like 2 people just go in and like, can we stop here and then go here again? So we're gonna do that. Now taxi drivers are gonna get pissed when they hear that from you. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. There's more money, but they get angry. But we're gonna learn that. So we're gonna learn, is it okay if we do this? And learn how to conjugate that. So there are 3 ways to conjugate this. So once again, if the ending ends with 오, like 가다, 오다, you say 아도 돼요. Repeat after me. 아도 돼요. By the way, question is 아도 돼요. So for 가다, you say 가도 돼요. And if it doesn't end with 오, you say 얻도 돼요. So for example, to eat. Caleb, what's the verb to eat? 먹다. So can I eat would be 먹어도 돼요. You remove 다 and add 얻도 돼요. And many verbs end with 하다. Now, so 하다 is to do. So you add noun and to do and do this. So for example, 빨래하다. 빨래 is laundry. So to do, can I do laundry? It sounds weird. Can I do laundry would be 빨래 해도 돼요. Repeat after me. 해도 돼요. So there are a bunch of explanations for it, but we're gonna start with this. So now let's say you're going to Gangnam, but your friend wants to stop at Itaewon first. So to driver, can we stop at Itaewon first? So repeat after me. 이태원에 먼저. 먼저 is before. And 가도 돼요. Repeat after me. 가도 돼요. Which is, can we go? Can we go to Itaewon first? And if the driver's fine with it, he's gonna say, 괜찮아요, which means it's okay. No problem. So there are several more examples. So Korean partners, explain these to your partners, and you guys can practice these with places that you guys have learned earlier. 먼저 is before, beforehand. So can we stop at Itaewon first before we move to Gangnam? So I'll give you guys about 3 to 4 minutes. Practice with your partner. Here we go.
먼저 가도 돼요? Yeah, let's say.
먼저 is beforehand. Yeah, that means I want to stop before I want to go to where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, let's see. I got to go tonight, so I
You understand the conjugation?
meet a friend.
I'll explain to you later.
To see. Can I say 사람 욕으로 or just no 사람? Would 욕으로 be okay?
Both works. Yeah. Yeah, both of them are correct.
그냥
욕으로 먼저 가도 돼요?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Can I cancel my reservation?
먼저 가도 돼요. Yeah. I guess it means first in this one.
Yeah, we thought of that first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I would say like,
말해도 돼요?
I would say like, 나는 옆으로 와주세요. 그리고 사람의 옆으로 like that.
Yeah.
I want to go to Gangnam. And then before that, can we go to Saram?
Yeah.
Alright.
I can get one.
Can I go?
Alright, so that I would say like, yeah, I got a friend waiting there.
Yeah.
That way I can explain why we're doing this. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we got a friend there.
Yeah, you gotta get them an explanation. Yeah,
그래요? 볼 수
they're
있어요?
gonna be mad.
Alright, so yeah.
Or you can say that. Like 사당역에 like
Can I cancel?
사당역에 갔다 가도 돼. 갔다 강남역으로 가도 돼요. That means like can I go to Dana first and then yeah.
So in one sentence. So in one sentence, Gangnam but Saram first.
사당역에
Gotcha. Hold on. So I want to say I just so I would say first I want to go so let's say Gangnam and then Saram.
Generate a new one.
Can you write that?
Acquire permission.
볼 수 있어요? It's more like ability to see. Like, can you see? 볼 수 있어요? 봐도 돼요? It's like, can I see?
And then I would say that.
Yeah, you gotta say this word.
Gaddy? Are you okay?
From Duolingo, I know another phrase for this, but I can't think of it.
괜찮아요? Like, other words?
It's like it's okay. Like if you say it's okay.
Yeah, that's different.
It's like in my head in Duolingo.
Let me write it
But I
again.
can't.
I cannot specify exact words, what you want to say.
I'll think of it.
Okay, you let me know then.
I will. I'm gonna think of it. Yeah, that's what I practice every day.
Okay, guys, let's practice. Tina, do you know how to say to speak?
고맙습니다.
To speak.
고맙습니다.
말하다 is to speak. Then can I speak? Partner, Korean partner can help. Can I speak?
Wait, which ones can I speak?
The verb is 말하다. To speak. How would you conjugate can I speak? Oh, you're right. Of course you can speak. And Brian, let's say we all went to bar and no one's really drinking, and you can say, oh, I'm sick of this. Can I drink now? Mm-hmm. The verb is 마시다, to drink. So 마시어도 돼요, but like the 이응, the consonant, we don't really use it, so it becomes from 마시어도 돼요, it becomes 마셔도 돼요. Mm-hmm. And Ariella, how would you say can I eat?
먹어도 돼요?
Mm-hmm.
먹어도 돼요.
먹어도 돼요? Mostly, like the answer is either 괜찮아요, or they're just gonna say 먹어도 돼요? 먹어도 돼요. So that would be answer. Or no is 안 돼요. Okay, any questions about this part?
Can you say 아니요 if you want to say no?
Yeah, you can say 아니요. Mm-hmm, no problem with
That's
that.
the one I know.
Okay. According to Duolingo?
Yeah, I get that one right every time.
Also, you can ask the taxi driver, how long is it gonna take?
Oh.
So, how long does it take? The verb it takes is 걸리다.
걸리다.
Mm-hmm. And how long does it take is 얼마나 걸려요? Repeat after me. 얼마나 걸려요? Mm-hmm. And we got taxi driver never be specific because they don't want to take the risk. They say, oh, 10 minutes, and if it takes longer than 10 minutes, they don't want to take the blame. So they always say it takes about 10 minutes. Now, about is 정도. And so here are some units. Now, are you guys familiar with Korean time and number and date and all that?
No.
No? Okay, so today, let's just go over basic, like the unit and everything. And we go over Korean numbers and dates all the time. So come to next time then. So the unit for minute is 분. Mm-hmm. And for minute, we use the sucky part of Korean number is that there are two versions. And the Sino-Korean and native Korean, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. So for minute, we say Sino-Korean. So Brian, how would you say it takes about 5 minutes?
9분 정도 걸려요.
Oh. Okay, so it takes about, so 5 minutes, about it takes, so it takes about 5 minutes is 5분 정도 걸려요. And yeah. Mm-hmm. And Katie, do you know how to say 1 hour?
No. Hana. It's one hana.
Uh-huh.
One is hana. I don't know hour.
There are two ways to say hour. How long it takes, and just hour, it's like what time it. Now for hour, like how long it takes is 시간.
시간.
Repeat after me, 시간.
시간.
And this is 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. That is correct. But until 4, 하나 becomes 한, 둘 becomes 두, 셋 becomes 세, 넷 becomes 네.
Oh my
So, I know it's sucky, okay. So, how would you say it takes about an hour?
한 시간 정도 길어요.
Oh, nice. 1시간 정도 걸려요. And
걸려요.
Ariella, do you know how to say days? Uh-huh. And the number is Sino-Korean. Now this is the like really shittiest part. Like there is no specific rule. You just gotta learn it by case. So when you delivered something and you called, oh, how long is it gonna take? 얼마나 걸려요? And the guy on the other side says it's gonna take about 3 days.
3일 정도 걸려요.
Oh, okay, one more. Caleb?
Yes.
You know, we went through a week, right? Remember? Come on, man. Okay, so week is 주일, the duration. So one is Sino-Korean, so 1 week is 일주일. So it's gonna take about 1 week. How would you say it? That is correct. So this is difficult, guys. So Korean partners, there are units and what numbers that comes in front of it. So you guys can set the date, like how long it takes. It could be hour, it could be minute, it could be days. And quiz to your partner, and if your partner doesn't know, explain it to them. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes because this is difficult. So here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
minute, 시간 is hours, dollar is months.
Yeah. Not day. Yeah.
So if I want to say it'll take like 2 months, I would say $2 정도.
Yeah.
So if it's a question, interchangeable.
About like 3 hours. How 3 hours?
3시간 정도. 걸려요?
걸려요. You're in there, everything.
We also agree about that's a balance. One week would be in one way.
Let's work for a second.
This book,
Second?
Yeah.
How would you say 10 seconds?
10 seconds. Wait. Are seconds in Sino-Korean or native? Yeah. Are they in the native? Are they in Korean numbers or Chinese numbers?
Wait. It's Chinese.
Chinese. Okay, so 30 seconds are something.
Yeah.
So I would say for some arbitrary number, like 2 hours, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's like 2 like a record or like
How would you say how long it takes to get there?
9 months?
How long it take to get there?
Yeah, and how do you say
9 months? Is someone pregnant right now? 9 months?
You can say something before 9 months?
갔다 얼마나 걸려요?
It will be like 가는데 얼마나 걸려요?
가는데
What is
가는데
What?
or even like how to do something like 가는데
Yeah.
how long is it gonna do? How long is it gonna do?
Yeah, so you can make a little bit less than me. Because this could mean everything, like, or like, it take to get there, or like
How long does it take to cook? How long does it take to
yeah.
So I would say like. During the day, honestly, so I would say like mango는 honestly to make.
Yeah.
But honestly to draw. So just have to memorize it.
Nobody say you
Like,
Only June and October. 10월 becomes 10월.
Oh, it is going to be like 그리는데.
green.
Yeah, we don't say green 하는데. Because some exceptions, green is hate, and we draw them, we don't like do anything, like we don't do that.
Green is green, right?
Yeah.
So I would say like green인데.
Yeah.
green인데. So that would be like like this?
Yeah. Right.
Alright, somewhere it's
You always have to add like so it will be 그리는데 얼마나 걸려?
What? You just take out your.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
And there will be one space.
like one space.
Yeah.
있어요.
I guess like I would say like how long to ride. Would I say on a day or
Only two people.
Like if I'm waiting for someone, like a plane.
Yeah. So if you wanna ask them how long does it take or something, like how long does it take to get the order or another order?
Alright, well, like the AC is like making me sick. Like the AC is it's like making me feel like I have a fever.
How long will it take you from here to your like
Like you know how to say like decade.
Decade? No, who says that?
Decade is 10 years. Yeah, there's no like a word for that. I think we would just say 10 years.
Okay, everyone. Guys, let's practice. I can see that from here I can see everything. Like when you guys ask your Korean partners, like, oh, why is it like our native Korean number and minutes Sino-Korean number? And probably Korean partners never thought of this seriously, so they're like, huh?
It just be that way.
Yeah, like you guys are like, what the hell? So so these are interchangeable. So let's change it up a little and practice. Okay, so 선호, it takes about 10 minutes. How would you say it?
10분 정도 걸려요.
Oh, nice. And Ariella, how would you say it takes about 3 hours?
3시간
Mm-hmm.
정도 걸려요.
Oh, nice. And Caleb, how would you say it takes about 5 days? You got it, man. You got it, my man. Huh? Bravo. Okay, last is Tine. You're like. Okay, so it takes about 2 weeks. Hmm? Hmm? Oh, nice. Okay, so now you know how to like how long does it take to now you can say, are we there yet? The taxi driver, or when you order something, when does it come? Make it faster. Okay, now this is the situation when you arrived to your destination and it is now time to pay. So I'll pay with card, I'll pay with cash, I'll pay with this. So it's slightly different than normal future tense. So this is more like showing intention. I will pay with credit card. So now this is, again, a little bit sucky because there were like 3 versions to do it, but I'll try to make it easy as possible. Korean partners, to explain, this is grammatical stuff, so focus please. Okay, so if it ends with 받침 consonant, 리을, okay. Wait, what the hell? Okay, so there are 2 versions. If it ends with vowel or consonant 리을. Now you might not get it, but it will make sense pretty soon. Okay, you say 리을 개요. Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about? Okay, 리을 is 받침 that's going to be added. Now, when we do an example, it's going to make sense. So, for example, 가다. But, okay, I'm going to go now. So, 가다, but you remove 다 and add 리을 at the bottom and 개요. It becomes, Katie? I'm going to go. 갈게요. Mm-hmm. Or, now, 받침 리을. Since there is 받침 already, 받침 리을 already, it's already done like this. So let's just go with this. So for example, 열다, to open. You just say 열게요. Like there is no 받침, like you just added 받침. And if the stem ends with 받침, you say, repeat after me, 을게요. So for example, 끊다 is I'm gonna hang up now. Okay, I'm gonna hang up. So 끊다, okay, Brian, how would you conjugate this? I'm gonna hang up. 끊을게요. That is correct. You guys understand? Mm-hmm. Or 선옥. Okay, there's food and no one's eating. And you've been patient, but you're like, fuck you, I'm eating now. Okay, so I'm gonna eat. How would you say it? 먹을게요. That is correct. So I'll give you guys about 2 to 3 minutes. Come up with some new verbs that you don't know and ask your partners and say, I'm gonna do this now. And Korean partners in English explain these if they don't understand. Here we go.
What is
You mean I want
to pay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can say 카드로 계산할게요.
Yeah.
Or sort of cash 현금. So cash.
Yeah, 현금.
Yeah, 현금으로 계산할게요.
Oh yeah.
Maybe is I don't know.
How would you say I want to pay my friend?
credit 카드로 계산할게요.
The difference is like
Yeah, but we don't say credit card.
Yeah, like credit card.
Yeah, it will be just
pay with cash with CAPE.
Oh yeah.
What do they call it? CAPE?
When you take out
When you're cafe or happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say using
앞으로 what is daily?
Daily means like I want to get off.
Like to get off. All right.
내릴게요. 내릴게요.
So I would say like 앞으로 내려게.
Yeah.
This is where
If you're in a taxi, you can say 어디에서 내릴게요. So if you want to get out at Gangnam, you can say 강남역에서 내릴게요.
What do you want?
How about airplane? 문을
It could also mean
So what? Hot?
yeah, like you catch, like CU.
Oh, hot right here.
Yeah, it could also mean
pretty.
Needs or time.
yeah, it could be anything.
Just a general.
So yeah, if you're on the phone, it usually means
Oh, just like cut off. It's how you
yeah. But
This is not Yes, also in case of bulk, it's not leader. That's what you say. So watch out for.
You got this?
Yeah, it's fine. I just don't feel well right now.
Oh, you don't feel well right
Yeah,
now? You alright?
I feel like ass this whole week.
Really?
Yeah, like AC and like super fan.
Maybe you gotta work out again.
Yeah, I was fine. I was fine until I walked into this room.
This room is like,
The AC is like in my body.
oh, is it cold?
I don't know. I don't feel cold. Like my body just like I have like no equilibrium. My whole face is
But it actually means still.
I feel very disgusting.
So. Going in. Exactly.
I don't know, like I got money off of it as soon as I step outside.
Alright, take some fresh air and come back.
I'll
노래 갈게요. 노래 갈게요.
Okay, guys. The most useful thing that you will want to know is 내리다. 내리다 is lower, but it could also mean to get off. So, how would you conjugate it, Ariela? I will get off.
내릴게요.
내릴게요. So when you're in bus, you're supposed to get off, but the driver just closed the door before you get off. It happens all the time. Oh, exactly. Like, 내릴게요. Like, you gotta say like you mean it, or that the bus is gonna vroom. Okay. Brian, 팔다 is to sell. How would you say I'm gonna sell it?
갈게요.
팔게요. Oh, it was a trick question actually. And like, oh, you made it. Yeah. So there are 3 useful phrases that involve 할게요. I will pay with cash. I will pay with card. I will wire transfer. So, 으로, we learned it earlier. It means to, but it also means with. It depends on context. So, 현금 is cash, and 계산 is to pay. So, 현금으로 계산할게요. 계산하다 is the original form. And 카드로 계산할게요. It is also, I'm going to pay with card. And this is a little bit difficult. 계좌 이체. Repeat after me. Tina was like, the fuck? Okay, 계좌 이체 is wire transfer. So when you drink with your friend, like your friend paid for you, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna transfer it to you. One more time. 계좌 이체. Okay, this is not tongue twister class, everybody. This is 할게요.
계좌 이체할게요.
Oh, nice. Which leads to kind of like the final activity, like the final thing that we need to learn is how much is it? And in order to prevent being ripped off, I told you guys to ask for receipt also. And are you guys familiar with saying Korean money like that?
No.
No. No? Okay, then from 백, 천, you guys know that, right? Like 1,000원. But starting from 만원, it becomes tricky. Because in English, there is 10,000. The unit is thousand. But 10,000, we have 1 man. So that becomes tricky. But there is one tip. Okay, so this is 10,000. But this is 1 man at the same time.
1 month.
So move the comma after 4 digits. Then it is easy to count. It is just 1 man. You understand?
1 month. That's 10. 1 man is 10,000.
Uh-huh. So since it is 1 man, move the comma after 4 digits. In Korean number, that will be easier to say because 10,000 is 1 man.
1 month.
So for example, how much is this? Okay, how much is this?
10 man.
10
I
man.
don't know how many that is.
It is 100,000.
Oh, that's 100,000.
Normally, the comma should be here.
Right.
But if you move it to here, it's just 10 man. Same number. So when you're calculating Korean number, Korean money after man, I suggest you to move the comma to after 4 digits. Then it's going to be just 10 man. Or if there is 3, it's going to be 100만. It's going to be easier like that.
So
Yes.
1 man is 10,000. 10 man is 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness. Wow. This is like mind Bible. Okay, so then.
Okay, so how much, Caleb? Can you pay this?
Oh, it's 이천만.
Oh, yeah, super easy, right? If this was like here, you would have like, okay. But just comma after 4 digits is like 2,000 man right away, which makes it easier. And Sonok, you've been here for a while. You can pull this off, right?
4,2,500원.
Oh. Okay, so asking how much is it is, repeat after me, 얼마예요? And then you guys all know the unit for the Korean money, right? Won. So won입니다. They're gonna say it, and you can choose if you wanna pay in card, credit card, pay cash or wire transfer. So Korean partners, you guys decide how much is it, and then tell your partner. Then do a small role play. I'll give you guys about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, here we go.
Oh wait, so am I supposed to?
You just change the amount
I've changed the price.
얼마예요?
37,000원입니다.
I don't know.
I guess you're like perpetualized. You're like, well, like if like this like really like the coffee cycle. It's like I order coffee. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you can ask for a discount.
1 million?
Oh, but I'll say that.
Oh yeah. Well, the user doesn't work, but
Yeah, it's like was like a kid fair.
No, it's
Sushi. Or like, no, it's like a lady, it's like a lady. I don't know. Yeah, like the girl, like there's a girl at the register or something. It's like, unless we're in a unless we're like $5.
I've never
It might be in USA.
Yeah, maybe.
Like 10 million one?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're gonna ask for a discount, we're actually gonna get spot to try haggling at like the markets or whatever when you're trying to buy veggies off the Ajumas.
Yeah, okay, so if it is a place that asks for cash, there is a chance for negotiation.
Yeah, because it's more expensive for them to use cards because of the system. Okay.
So if they're asking for cards, like no card, just cash only, you have a chance for chance for bargain.
So I lost like 현금으로 it's like cash would be a discount. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Because they get more money if you pay by cash.
Yeah. Because they actually give them money because of the cards. Yeah, that's or wire transfer because they would do that.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. But
Wire transfer is same as paying in cash, so.
yeah, it's cream principle of economics.
Because they wouldn't get paid by cash, but nowadays, like, nobody else carries cash. So, yeah, they have to.
So I say, or I would say,
You can say like, if I do wire transfer, can I get a discount?
Yeah.
It would be, so it would be, you have to like make an import, like import rate. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. There's lots of places like it'll give you like 10% discount and no one ever puts cash on them. But I noticed that most places don't have like they usually have their bank accounts signed. Some of them do not. I think if it's a private business, they do. But if it's like a chain restaurant, like a fast food spot, whatever, they don't do that.
산업.
Yeah, also like not getting credit card, that's illegal. Actually, that's illegal, but some of them do that.
Some cards do not work. Like I have a Visa card, but it's not a Korean Visa. Like it's a Chase card.
Oh, in the Amazon?
Yeah, but Chase. Yeah, but you know, I just pay it off of my American account.
You really like all of
my stuff.
That means you have to pay like exchange rate.
This one is called
Exchange
The exchange rate. Like really bad. Like last year it was like 1100 won per dollar. Now it's like 1400.
Yeah, I guess it's 1300.
Yeah, 13 or 1400.
If it goes up to like 1400, yeah, that will be a disaster.
It's approaching a disaster. Yeah.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, it's holding now, but yeah. Yeah, like.
Which bank do you use?
IB. Yeah, they're great.
Which I've never used.
Yeah, I like get this into this thing.
Is that bank longer for like international students?
Well, it's set up. This hot one uses this bank, so you gotta go there.
Can you say it's my
Kindergarten or 8. Most of my kids right now are like 6-year-olds. Wow. They're cute and all that. We're gonna change the schedule next semester. There's more students and everything. I'm expecting the worst. And it's like more passive aggressive shit. I hate it. Whatever.
Okay, everyone, focus. So, Kelly. Okay, let's say I'm a driver. Ask. 얼마예요? And then I said it is 38,000 won. How much is it in Korean? Korean partner, you can help. 38,000. Pal is 8. 8,000.
I gotta break this down.
I'll share a slide regarding number on group chat also. 38,000원입니다.
38,000원입니다.
How are you gonna pay? Driver prefers cash. 현금으로 계산할게요. Good job. You did a good job.
Sorry.
No. Okay, which leads?
Sorry, do taxi drivers really prefer cash?
Everyone prefers cash because taxes and fee to card company.
It's the cream principle of economics.
It's every principle of economics.
Because a lot of the times when I try to pay in cash, they seemed rather annoyed.
Maybe because they don't want to give you like the change.
Yeah.
So
and actually,
they
a lot of times they actually ask me like, "Don't you have a card?"
Yeah. Or the best thing for them is wire transfer actually, because it is same as cash, but like they don't have to give you change. Okay, so based on everything that we have learned, it rounds up from getting on to taxi, like from doing this, and getting off. Okay, so let's repeat after me. Okay, so A is taxi driver, B is you. Okay, so 안녕하세요. Repeat after me. 안녕하세요. Okay, by the way, 기사님 is driver in honorific way. So 강남역으로 가주세요. Repeat after me. 강남역으로 가주세요. Remember how to conjugate, right? 기사님. 이태원에 먼저 가도 돼요? Can we stop by at Itaewon first? Like I gotta drop on my friends. And if the driver's fine with it, he's gonna say, 네, 괜찮아요. And you ask, 얼마나 걸려요? Which is, how long does it take? And driver says, it takes about 30 minutes. 30분 정도? 걸려요. Okay, here, 여기서 is here. So, 여기서 내릴게요.
Like 여기요 in a restaurant?
Exactly.
여기서.
Same. So, 여기서 내릴게요 becomes, I'm gonna get off here. Like, stop me here.
내릴까요?
And, 얼마예요?
얼마예요?
And then money. And you say, okay, I'm gonna pay with card. 카드로 계산할게요. 할게요. And remember, when you get off, give me receipt. 영수증 주세요. To prevent being ripped off. So, I'll give you guys about 5 minutes. So, there are so many things to interchange here. You can interchange Gangnam Station, Itaewon, 30 minutes, money, how you pay. You can interchange all of these. So, Korean partners, set these very challenging as possible. And we're gonna do a role play. So by the time you go out, you will be able to get a taxi without Kakao and all in Korean. Okay, here we go.
Wait, no. I'm
I gotta write down here that, and then I gotta change the words here.
Oh, you're going to say that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm making
Is that minutes or hours?
This time. Hello? Please take me to
So that was my score.
있어, 주마요.
120만 원입니다. 참가하신 분 733원입니다. 나도요? 120만 원입니다.
이게 신학이에요. Or I can say, can
120만 원이야.
120.
Or if you want to ask if the wire transfer is available. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. How long will it take?
And then it's like
I'm pretty sure they will change it. Great.
Hey, the worst thing to say is no. It's like asking a girl, they say. But the worst thing to say is no.
When you ask for a girl,
Yeah, to go out. Yeah. But that's what they say, the worst thing to say is no. I'm talking to someone, yeah.
You're talking to them.
Yeah, we're quite.
So you're in the state called.
Yeah, we're the same. You got a girlfriend here in Canada?
No, not everywhere.
Alright, no diggers.
So you're in the state called. Like, do you know you're together. Could I get receipts? Like, did some of you like come back to
because I never say
Well, yeah. I know, yeah. Nobody's saying that. Even America, so
friends on my Canadian who's got a you gotta ask your girlfriend, like you're telling me, no,
okay, then how did you know that girl is your girlfriend? What if she just what if she just
You got these, Mama? You got these, man?
you can just tell by
so to say, like, I'm gonna try another one. Try another one. Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
No, I thought you were still the driver. And then I would say like, 왕건 정보가 해주세요. 예수님, 합정에 어디 가도 돼요? 어머나. Oh, wait, that's another way to say it. 오는데 어머나
오는데 얼마나 걸려요? How long does it take to talk?
I'll say 가는데. 어머나.
How was it? Hard, right? Make sure to review them.
Okay, let's see here. 앞으로 like Taipei or Samsung or is there a team in that too? Oh, I can take team in because sometimes people take team in.
Yeah.
Let's see how.
I've never used it.
Okay, everyone? Everyone, can I have your attention, please? Okay, like I would like to practice more, but like we're about to get kicked out pretty soon. So now I suggest you guys to review this a lot because there were like 5 to 6 grammatic conjugations melted down into actual practical situations. So review this. Like there are many examples that you can practice with. Also, I'm sure that even though I'm such a great teacher, without your Korean partners, you would not have learned this much because we went through a lot today. Also, Korean partners, maybe this was your opportunity to find out that our language is very weird. The number, like you guys were like, because we don't really think when we use it, but when we think about it, we're like, oh. But explaining that was in English is a good experience, and since explaining Korean is difficult, you will be able to explain something else so much easier. And also, come next week because every week review what we have learned the previous week. And also, Any questions? No? Oh, by the way, is everybody coming to eat?
Sure.
Okay, so then thank you for coming. Let's go eat. Guys, let's take everyone. Let's take one group photo here and then go.